you can talk to me. Until then, ain't nothing going. Call who you need to call, do what you need to do. Ain't nothing happening. No money, no beers, no partying, no sections, nothing. You put me and mine on the motherfucking flyer, give me everything. And if you can't, don't play with me. I don't know if y'all from here, but don't play with me in this city. My motherfucker, don't play with me in this city.
Man, the chaos inside the Harris household just jumped to a level nobody ever imagined. And it hit fast. T, the self-proclaimed King of the South, a rap legend who always controlled his family's image with an iron grip, suddenly cut off his own son. King Harris and everything exploded into one of the wildest scandals the culture has seen in forever. It all started as tiny whispers online, little random rumors folks brushed off, until out of nowhere a leaked video dropped like a lightning strike and blew the whole internet up overnight. King Harris went from flexing his lifestyle nonstop to being thrown right into the center of a storm that nobody was ready for. That clip flipped his whole reputation on its head instantly. Maybe there wasn't some soft slip-up. Either he showed King in an intimate moment with another man, and once it hit the timeline, it spread everywhere before sunrise. Twitter, TikTok, Reddit, Instagram.
You tell it. You was an orphan.
I was never an orphan. That was Batman. That's Batman's story. I'm a grandma boy.
Man,
I like to be in the neighborhood.
Yep, I'm glad
with the kids outside.
I'm glad you wanted to go over there. Yeah. You made it seem like we were sending you over there.
No.
You cried and cried and cried when you couldn't go over there.
You know what I'm saying?
You always say, King, stay home, stay home. Man, you would hold your breath, turn red in the face.
Look, we done got big house, big yard, nothing to do.
That's when you learn and create your own entertainment.
I was outside. I want to play football, basketball. That's the type of one that I was.
But you want to be from the ghetto so bad.
Every corner of the internet grabbed it. Fans were confused, debating nonstop. Some supporting him, some criticizing him, and the conversation moved like wildfire. Then came the twist that took everything from messy to straight catastrophic. People started whispering that the baby king had been proudly showing off online might not even be his. And yes, the rumors were bold. Insiders were saying King himself wasn't sure anymore. Imagine waking up famous, rich, the son of a certified legend, and suddenly the world is questioning your image, your family, and even your child all at once. Inside the Harris home, it turned into full-blown chaos. T.I., known for being strict and obsessed with keeping the Harris name spotless, was reportedly furious. He locked himself in the studio, refused to speak, pacing and heated, trying to figure out how this even happened. Tiny, the steady peacemaker.
It's a lot easier when we're living under one roof. Now we just have to schedule time to have talks like this.
What's up?
I was trying to get to the bottom of things with King, trying to see if he
Huh?
Whoa.
Where you coming up with the word?
because King got a little friend, and he be in love, like he's a lover boy.
Yeah.
No, I'm not. I'm a virgin.
It's other things.
That between him and his poem. Let him and his poem have the best time of their life.
Now I ain't talking about no poem.
What is you talking about?
A girl is involved.
A girl is involved.
Yes.
Now I'm being responsible because I could have been one.
You supposed to know better than being out there and engaging in adult activity. Don't let a temporary itch dig you out a permanent ditch.
That's something Tip knows all about. Maybe he should be taking his own advice.
Was trying to defend her son while stressing about how this disaster might crush the family brand. The other kids were caught in the crossfire, watching their household fall apart right in front of their eyes, torn between supporting their brother and worrying about their dad's anger. People online said the whole thing felt like a Netflix drama. Every day a new twist dropped, crazier than the last. What pushed fans over the edge was King's silence. This man who couldn't go 24 hours without posting suddenly disappeared. No IG stories, no tweets, nothing. That silence had people spinning theories everywhere. Was he embarrassed, planning a comeback, or just overwhelmed by everything crashing down? Some supporters praised King, saying he had the right to love who he wanted and live his truth. Others dragged him for portraying a lifestyle that didn't match his real situation. But then the real bomb hit. A blogger revealed King had allegedly requested a DNA test months earlier.
I
I need that at the square.
First, my dad kicked me out. Then I don't know. Whatever they said was happening. Whatever they said supposedly happened. You know what I'm saying? Motherfuckers still believe.
Some plant-based.
Plant-based?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
She said that helped with her baby.
GOAT reasons you've gone viral. I graduated. That's the only good thing they posted of me going viral.
The best one for me is King Latifah.
Ah!
Teeth Keith.
I ain't never get my teeth shirts made. Teeth
Hey,
shirts.
well, to tell you the truth.
Meaning, he already had doubts while still posting those smiling dad photos. With that revelation, every happy Instagram picture started looking staged, and the Harris family's carefully maintained image of unity began falling apart piece by piece. On top of that, sponsors and business partners quietly stepped back, not wanting any smoke tied to the scandal. The internet turned into a detective agency overnight. People were digging through screenshots.
First, my dad kicked me out. Then I don't know. Whatever they said was happening. Whatever they said supposedly happened. You know what I'm saying? Motherfuckers still believe in it. So don't that show y'all how stupid?
I'm trying to figure out why. How is the gingerbread house right there? It's not fair. Liddy.
Hey man, I'm trying to figure out what the am I supposed to rub this shit in?
I think.
You gonna give me a butter knife?
Yeah.
Anything but this.
Upstairs, my little nose.
Yeah, like she could, like we could have, like you can't sue nobody ain't got no money. You know what I'm saying? I ain't even trying to, you know. Everything in the world say about me is a lie. I don't give a damn. I don't really care too much. That shit didn't affect me. That just made your source. That just made your information that you talk about not credible.
Old tweets, old episodes from the Harris family's reality show, trying to piece together hidden clues. Some swore this wasn't a coincidence. They believed someone was trying to sabotage King and possibly bring down the entire Harris legacy. Then an anonymous account popped up teasing that the leaked tape was only the beginning, claiming deeper secrets were waiting to drop. Fans instantly jumped into FBI mode, pointing fingers at ex-friends, old collaborators, and even family members who might have had a reason to betray him. Sources close to the situation revealed the wildest part. Someone inside King's own circle might weave in, collecting dirt for months, recording conversations, saving messages, and stacking receipts out of pure jealousy for his name.
Hey, buddy. Hey, buddy.
Look. Okay. Hey, big guy. Hey, big guy.
I said my hair probably looks terrible.
No, it don't, baby.
Yes, it do. Yes, it does. Say, Mama, your hair looks terrible.
Nah, look.
Baby. Yeah, big man.
Billy. Taking the Barbies?
King, look over here.
I thought you said just the baby.
No, it was both of
You might
y'all.
well tell us to take a
Well, you can't do nothing with me.
24-hour stream complete. Ain't that right? Ain't that right? But got another stream 7 in the morning fishing. Be there. First my dad kicked me out. Then my I don't know. Whatever they said was happening. Whatever they said supposedly happened. You know what I'm saying? Motherfuckers still believe in it. So don't that show y'all how stupid?
I'm trying to figure out why. How is the gingerbread house right there is... It's not fair. Liddy.
Hey man, I'm trying to figure out what the am I supposed to rub this shit in? I think like we could've like we can't sue nobody ain't got no money. You know what I'm saying? I ain't even trying to, you know. Everything in the world say about me is a lie. I don't give a damn. I don't really care too much. That shit didn't affect me. That just made your source. That just made your information that you talk about not credible.
Fame and spotlight. The idea that the betrayal came from someone close had the internet shaking. Screenshots from a live stream T did started spreading before it got deleted, making fans question everything. Was T trying to protect King? Or was he more worried about protecting the Harris brand? His silence after that made everything look even worse, leaving people convinced something deeper was happening behind closed doors. And now, the Harris family name, once respected in music and pop culture, is on shaky ground. Every day brings a new twist, and people can't stop watching it unfold like it's primetime entertainment. Comment sections, podcasts, gossip blogs. Everybody is glued to the downfall, zooming into blurry screenshots, decoding cryptic tweets, and trying to figure out the real truth behind this chaos. The longer the Harris family stayed silent, the louder the whole internet went, and King's reputation was getting torn apart in front of millions like it was nothing. Tiny tried hard to keep the family from collapsing.
I stayed with my mother. Most people don't know that we got different moms. Me and Messiah got the same mom. Messiah's my older brother. We did stay in Riverdale for a while. It turned out to be a good balance, but I wasn't looking at it like that at the time. So you could imagine going from this type of situation, which wasn't like bad. Like I didn't look around and be like, man, we need to, this is crazy. I wasn't like that. Yeah. But it's just like when you see something else totally opposite of that, make you feel weird. Like I'm thinking about, dang, how does my mom feel? Like going on trips and stuff and she's at the house and going over here, we come back with clothes, toys.
King feels a certain type of way of like, okay, y'all think of us pertaining to you and him a certain way because of the TV show.
I think everything King is trying to say is just coming off. He's using the wrong words, I feel like, and I told him.
Ain't you good like that?
You can run, but you can't hide.
You just the cutest thing out here. You ready for the rodeo? You ready for the rodeo? Yeah. Go kart. All right, here I come.
My testimony got pressure on it. Did God work? I'm just a vessel, homie. How many times they said it's over?
You this type of guy?
Not really, but I play.
What you do? Yeah, man, let's go out and see what we get.
Huh?
Yeah, man.
Why you let somebody play with me like that? Why you let him play with me like that? Why you let him play with me like that? No, ain't no joking. Ain't no joking. What do you mean?
You are embarrassing yourself. You're embarrassing yourself. You are embarrassing yourself. You are embarrassing yourself. What is you talking about?
I don't think Tip realizes that King is really serious about creating music. I mean, we want all our kids to get out there and do what they do. But as a parent, you're torn because you want to make sure they keep their ass in school and get good grades.
I'm getting mad, bro. What you getting mad at? Because what? Stop rushing me.
King a little sassy, man.
He's just nervous.
King, why are you aggravated?
Because
this is the show business. It ain't that bad.
But the stress was written all over her face. People close to her said she looked exhausted for days, barely sleeping, barely eating, worried sick that the pressure might crush her son's mental health while she was stuck trying to hold everything together. She was standing in the middle of a storm, defending King like a real mother while still trying to protect the family's fragile brand. Meanwhile, T was on the other side, heated beyond belief, convinced King had dragged the Harris's name into a place he could never clean up. Folks close to the situation whispered that the tension in that house was so thick you could feel it from the driveway. And King, he went ghost. No statements, no rants, no lives. Just complete silence, which only made the situation 10 times louder, because people filled the gaps with wild assumptions. Then the baby's mother suddenly stepped into the spotlight, the woman at the center of the entire paternity storm. She had stayed low for weeks, but the internet didn't let her breathe. Her DIMs were overflowing with people demanding answers, throwing accusations, and trying to force her to reveal who the baby's real father might be. Finally, she broke her silence with one cryptic message. Truth always finds its way out. That single line shook the internet like thunder. Nobody knew if she was denying the rumor or confirming it. But one thing was clear, the drama wasn't dying anytime soon. Blogs, YouTube channels, gossip pages. Everybody tore the Harris family apart from every angle like they were analyzing a crime scene. Some people swore the whole situation was a setup, planned by enemies who wanted revenge on the Harris clan. Others claimed it was karma, that the family was finally paying for years of public drama and picture-perfect branding. Everybody had a theory, but there was one truth nobody could argue. King's name had officially become radioactive in the industry. Deals disappeared. Features got cancelled. Appearances were quietly removed from schedules. In Hollywood and the music world, your name is your money. And right now, King Esne wasn't worth a penny. But just when it seemed like things couldn't get any darker, the internet got hit with even more chaos. Anonymous accounts kept showing up out of nowhere, dropping so-called inside info about the Harris clan like they were releasing episodes of a thriller series. One account blew up overnight by claiming the leaked tape was just the intro, hinting that someone close to King had been collecting dirt for months, waiting for the perfect moment to unleash it. Fans went full detective mode, digging through old videos, Instagram comments, shady unfollows and reality. Show clips trying to figure out who the traitor might be. A bitter ex, a jealous friend, or the craziest rumor. Someone inside his own bloodline. Then, a former associate came out in a blog interview and spilled even more heavy tea. According to them, King wasn't caught slipping once. He had been living a full, double life. The loud, tough image he showed the world was one side, but behind the scenes he was moving different, juggling private relationships and wrestling with who he really was. But here's the part that had everyone staring at their screens. This associate claimed someone in King's close circle had been stockpiling receipts for months. Screenshots, notes, voice messages, all fueled by jealousy and envy. They admired him, but once the jealousy kicked in, they wanted to break him piece by piece, and the internet ran with it instantly. Every unfollow, every old argument, every weird moment started looking like a clue. Fans turned into investigators, pointing fingers at everyone who had ever been in King's orbit. And then someone from an old rap beef jumped on livestream and lit up the internet again. He claimed the Harris family had been hiding King's truths for years, and even accused T of paying people off to keep everything quiet. That livestream disappeared quick, but not quick enough. The screenshots were already everywhere. People started asking the real question. Was T just trying to protect his son? Or was he the mastermind behind a huge cover-up to keep the Harris legacy untouchable? T stayed silent, but that silence only made the crowd lean toward the darkest version of the story. Then King's friends started speaking anonymously, and the picture they painted didn't match the loud, confident persona he showed online. They said King wasn't unbothered. He was insecure, confused, and constantly weighed down by the pressure of being T.I.'s son. One insider even said King felt like he had to act extra masculine to fit the image he thought his father wanted. That hit hard, because suddenly people started seeing the pain behind the scandal. Then came the betrayal that had the entire internet frozen. The man from the leaked video finally spoke out and said the situation was simply some random encounter. It was real, personal, and ongoing. He claimed King's whole public image was an act, a mask he had been forced to wear just to survive his environment. That revelation turned the whole story into something deeper. This wasn't just a scandal anymore. It was about identity and pressure. For the first time, people started sympathizing with King, saying he looked like someone drowning in expectations he could never meet. And just when everyone thought King would stay silent forever, he shocked the world. He posted a raw, unedited video across all his platforms. No filters, no music, no fancy cuts. Just him in a dim room, looking tired but ready to talk. He confirmed the tape was real, admitted the relationship was genuine, and then dropped the biggest bombshell yet. He said, "The person who betrayed him wasn't he. A stranger. It was family, according to King. The one who set him up was his own cousin. King said he was lured into what he thought was a safe space, only to be secretly recorded and exposed by someone he loved and trusted. And that revelation hit harder than anything the internet had thrown at him. Betrayal from blood hits different, and King didn't sugarcoat it for a second. He admitted he had doubts about the baby's paternity for a long time, but confessed he had been too scared to face the truth. He wanted to believe the family he thought he was building was real, wanted to hold on to that picture-perfect life he posted online, even though deep down he sensed it might not match reality. He opened up about how much he genuinely cared for the baby and how strong their bond was, but said not knowing for sure was tearing him apart from the inside. Even his harshest critics had to pause because this wasn't gossip anymore. This was raw heartbreak, the kind you can't manufacture. For the first time, people saw King not as the loud celebrity kid, but as a man crushed by betrayal, pressure, and confusion. Then King dropped the moment everyone had been waiting for. He exposed the truth about life inside the Harris household. Behind the polished smiles and the flawless public image, he described old grudges nobody talked about, emotional wounds that never healed, and a constant pressure to look perfect for the world no matter what it cost. He admitted that behind closed doors, his relationship with T had always been strained, that they never fully understood each other, and that growing up under that roof felt like a nonstop fight to fit a version of manhood he didn't connect with. He said Tiny tried to support him, but she was always trapped in the middle, trying to protect her son, while also trying to keep the family brand from crumbling. This wasn't a simple tale. This was King pulling down the curtains on a dynasty everyone assumed was unbreakable. He wasn't begging for sympathy either. He took accountability right there on camera. He admitted he had been hiding, admitted he wasn't honest with himself, and said he was finally done pretending for the cameras, done carrying the weight of an image that never belonged. To him, he wanted to move freely, openly, without fear or shame. And he didn't care who felt uncomfortable about it anymore. The internet went into a frenzy instantly. Hashtags supporting King started trending, and celebrities, personalities, and major culture voices applauded him for speaking his truth. For the first time since the scandal started, the chaos wasn't destroying him. It was lifting him up, turning him into an unexpected symbol of honesty and courage in a world obsessed with image. Tiny finally broke her silence too with an emotional post, admitting she hadn't always gotten everything right as a parent, but promising she would stand by her son no matter what. Fans flooded her page with support and love. But T, nothing. His social media stayed pitch black, and that silence echoed louder than any statement he could have made. People started wondering if he was too hurt to respond, or if the situation had damaged the father-son bond beyond repair. Either way, the Harris family, once viewed as the blueprint for hip-hop success and unity, now looks shattered right in front of the entire world. King's confession did something no scandal ever could. It changed the narrative completely. People stopped seeing him as just the headline, the chaos, or the drama magnet. They started seeing a man trying to find himself while fighting the weight of family legacy and public judgment. His honesty exposed cracks in the Harris image that had been hidden for years behind luxury, fame, and picture-perfect smiles. King's truth did indeed just break the internet. It broke the illusion that the Harris dynasty was untouchable, and now the world is watching closely, wondering what comes next, wondering whether this was the breaking point or the moment everything finally changed. That was the nightmare King found himself drowning in. And inside the Harris home, the chaos was unreal. T.I., known for being strict and obsessed with protecting the Harris name, was reportedly furious behind closed doors. He locked himself inside his studio, refusing to talk to anyone, pacing around tight with anger like he was trying to hold his whole empire together. Tiny, the one who always tried to calm the storm, was caught in the middle again. She defended her son with everything she had. But at the same time, she worried nonstop about how this scandal was tearing down the family brand she spent years trying to protect. The other kids had no idea what to do. They were stuck watching their whole world fall apart in real time. Torn between supporting their brother and fearing their father's reaction. People online said the entire thing felt like a real-life Netflix drama. Messy, dramatic, and unpredictable, with a new twist every single day. But what really pushed the conversation to another level was King's silence. This was someone who posted nonstop, always online, always loud, and suddenly he vanished. Like he disappeared into thin air. No stories, no tweets, nothing. That quiet only made fans spiral even harder. Was he embarrassed? Was he planning a comeback? Or was the pressure hitting him so hard he didn't know what to say? Some fans supported him, saying he had the right to love who he wanted and live his truth. Others dragged him, saying he presented one image to the world while living something totally different behind the scenes. Then came the bombshell that flipped everything sideways. A blogger claimed King had requested a DNA test months earlier, meaning he already had doubts while still posting those smiling dad photos online. After that, every happy post, every family moment suddenly looked staged, and people realized the Harris brand wasn't as solid as it looked. Meanwhile, sponsors, collaborators, and business partners quietly backed away from King, not wanting any smoke tied to his name. Deals got paused, meetings got cancelled, and people acted like his name was too risky to be attached to publicly. At the same time, the internet turned into a full detective unit. Folks were digging through old interviews, screenshots, tweets, and even old episodes of the Harris family reality show, searching for hidden clues. Some fans swore this wasn't a random scandal. They believed someone was trying to sabotage King and maybe take down the entire Harris's legacy. Then an anonymous account popped up out of nowhere, dropping hints like they had a front row seat to the drama. They said the leaked tape was only the beginning and that deeper secrets were waiting to come out. That alone sent the internet into a frenzy, and people started pointing fingers at everyone from bitter exes to jealous friends to family members who might had their own reasons to betray him. Sources close to the situation even revealed something darker. Someone inside King's own circle might have been collecting dirt for months, saving messages, stacking receipts, recording private moments, all fueled by jealousy of his name, his spotlight, his fame. That idea shook fans even more because it wasn't an outside enemy. It was someone he trusted. Screenshots from a deleted T live stream started spreading everywhere, and fans questioned whether T was trying to protect his son or cover up to protect the Harris image. Either way, the silence from him hit harder than anything he could have said, and it made the family look more fractured than ever. The Harris name used to stand tall in music and pop culture, but now it was collapsing right in front of millions. Every day brought a new rumor, a new post, a new angle, and people couldn't stop watching. Comment sections, gossip blogs, podcasts. Everybody was locked in like it was primetime entertainment. Fans were zooming into blurry screenshots, decoding cryptic tweets, piecing together old drama, trying to build the full picture. And the more the family stayed quiet, the louder the internet got. King's reputation was getting destroyed in real time, and Tani was barely holding on. Friends close to her said she looked drained, barely eating, barely resting, terrified that the pressure might break her son down emotionally. She fought to protect King as a mother while still trying to keep the family name steady. But T was reportedly furious on the other side of the house, believing King had dragged the Harris's legacy through the mud. People whispered the tension inside that home felt like walking on eggshells. King himself stayed completely gone. No statements, no lives, no posts, just silence. And silence online only makes the drama louder. Then the baby's mother, the center of the paternity storm, finally broke after weeks of nonstop pressure. Her inbox was full of strangers demanding answers about who the real father might be. She finally posted one line: "Truth always finds its way out." That sentence broke the internet instantly. People didn't know if she was confirming or denying anything, but it made one thing clear. The mystery wasn't disappearing anytime soon. Blogs, YouTube channels, gossip pages, everyone tore into the Harris family from every angle. Some swore this was a setup by enemies who wanted to hurt the Harris name. Others said it was karma for years of public drama and a perfectly polished image that didn't match reality. Everybody had a theory, but one thing nobody could argue with was this king's name had officially turned toxic in the industry. Deals vanished overnight, features got cancelled without warning, and his appearances were quietly erased from lineups. In entertainment, your name is your whole currency. And right now, King's value dropped so low, it was barely even recognizable. But just when it seemed like the scandal couldn't get any messier, things took a darker turn. Anonymous accounts kept popping up with so-called inside info about the Harris clan, posting hints like they were dropping chapters of a secret novel. One account blew up from 0 to thousands of followers by teasing that the leaked tape was only the opening scene. They claimed someone close to King had been plotting for months, stacking evidence and waiting for the perfect moment to expose him. Fans snapped straight into detective mode, combing through old interviews, past social media posts, and even episodes of the Harris family reality show like they were looking for hidden messages. Every moment started looking suspicious, and the big question became, who betrayed him? A bitter ex, a jealous friend, or the rumor that shook the whole timeline, someone with his same bloodline. Then a former associate stepped forward in a blog interview and dropped heavy, unexpected tea. According to them, King Wasanti, caught up in a single mistake. He had been living a full double life. The loud, tough, flashy rap royalty image was one face, but behind the scenes he was moving differently, juggling private relationships and battling his identity in silence. That alone made people look at the situation way deeper than before. But the real hit came when this associate revealed the kicker. Someone in King S' inner circle had been saving screenshots, receipts, and recordings for months, all fueled by jealousy, envy, and resentment toward the spotlight King grew up under. They admired him and wanted his lifestyle, until the envy turned into a mission to tear him down, step by step. The internet went insane after that. Every suspicious unfollow became evidence. Every old argument, every shady comment, every tiny detail suddenly looked like a clue toward who the traitor was. Fans acted like a whole digital FBI unit, connecting dots that didn't even seem connected before. And then somebody from King Isk, past a rapper he had beef with, jumped on livestream and lit the internet up again. He claimed the Harris family had been hiding King's truth for years, and even accused T of paying people to stay quiet. That livestream disappeared fast, but the screenshots spread everywhere in seconds, adding more gasoline to a situation already burning out of control. People started questioning T on a whole new level. Was he simply being a father trying to protect his son? Or was he pulling strings behind the scenes to keep the Harris legacy looking untouchable? The silence coming from him only made folks lean toward the darkest version of the story. Because when a public figure goes silent in a scandal, people fill in the gaps with their own theories. At that point, King's own friends began speaking out anonymously, and the image they described didn't match the bold persona fans thought they knew. They said King wasn't fearless. He was insecure, overwhelmed, and buried under the pressure of being T.I.'s son. One insider even said King always felt he had to act extra masculine to match the version of manhood he thought his dad expected. That alone explained so much about why King hid parts of his life for so long. Fans started realizing the truth behind the drama was someone drowning in expectations he could never fully meet. And then came the betrayal that left the internet frozen. The man from the leaked video spoke out and revealed the situation wasn't random at all. He said what happened was real, personal, and ongoing, and claimed King's whole public persona was a mask built for survival in a world that demanded toughness. That revelation exploded across every platform because suddenly it wasn't just about a tape. It was about identity, pressure, and emotional survival. For the first time, people didn't just drag King. Some actually understood him. The narrative slowly shifted, and the scandal started turning into a conversation about hidden battles instead of just gossip. Then came the moment nobody expected. King returned with a raw, unfiltered video posted across all his socials. No edits, no music, no flashy effects, just him sitting in a dim room, drained but ready to speak. He confirmed the leaked video was real, admitted the relationship was genuine, and then dropped the biggest bombshell of all. He said the betrayal wasn't from an enemy. It was from family. According to King, The person who set him up was his own cousin. He explained he had been lured into what he thought was a safe space and secretly recorded by someone he trusted deeply. That revelation hit the internet like thunder because betrayal from blood cuts in a way nothing else does. King didn't stop there. He admitted he'd had doubts about the baby's paternity for a long time, but was too scared to face it head-on. He wanted to believe the family he thought he had was real, even though he sensed the truth wouldn't match the bright picture he posted online. He explained how much he cared for the baby, how strong their connection was, and said the uncertainty broke him in ways people didn't understand. Even his harshest critics fell silent because for the first time, this wasn't drama, it was pain. Real, human pain. People finally saw King not as the loud son of a rap legend, but as someone crushed by pressure and heartbreak. Then King exposed the truth about life inside the Harris household. The unresolved issues, the quiet grudges, the demand to stay picture perfect, no matter the cost. He admitted his relationship with T had always been tense, that he felt misunderstood growing up, and that he pushed himself into a version of manhood that never felt natural. Tiny tried to help, but she was always stuck in the middle holding the brand together. King made it clear he wasn't T begging for sympathy. He admitted his mistakes and said he was done living a lie. Done pretending for cameras. Done carrying an image that didn't belong to him. He said he wanted to live openly, honestly, and wasn't scared of the fallout anymore. The internet exploded instantly. Hashtags supporting him trended for days. Celebs and insiders applauded him for being real, saying his honesty took more courage than anything he had done before. For once, the scandal wasn't destroying him, it was reshaping him. Tani finally broke her silence with an emotional post, saying she hadn't always gotten everything right, but she would stand beside her son forever. Fans filled her comments with support. T stayed completely silent, and that silence hit harder than a statement ever could. People wondered if the father-son bond was permanently damaged, and the Harris empire, once seen as the blueprint for hip-hop success, looked like it was cracking from within. But King's truth shifted the entire narrative. It showed people there were layers behind the luxury, behind the fame, behind the staged smiles. His honesty didn't just shake the internet, it shattered the illusion the Harris family was unbreakable. Now everyone is watching, waiting, knowing the story isn't ending, it's only just getting started.